Okay. Namaste. Namaste and a very, very warm welcome to all of you. And I'm so happy to have our sister, Madam Rashmi, with us today, and Madam Chandan, our yoga instructor, with us today. Thank you all so much for joining this International Day of Yoga. Wishing you all a very, very happy International Day of Yoga. With this, I request and I invite Ms. Divyanka to kindly start the program. Over to Ms. Divyanka.
Namaste and good evening, everyone. I'm Divyanka, a student of Prakramika Vocational Institute, PVI, on behalf of PVI. I welcome you all for 9th International Day of Yoga celebration. As usual, we begin the concept by invoking the blessing of God by lighting the lamp. I request our chief guest, Sister Rashmi Vallishayee, Madam, and all our esteemed guests and participants who join the virtual line of the lamp. I request that team to do the needful.
Thank you so much, Divyanka. After the lighting of the lamp, it will be followed by the prayer as well. We are now going to begin the prayer. I kindly request all of you to gently close your eyes, relax, and pray to the Almighty that everything goes well.
Home
you I T T may I request Dr. Country Rashmi Madam Founder Director of TVI to welcome this August.
Thank you so much, Ms. Divyanka. Namaste. A warm welcome to all of you. Wishing you all a very, very happy International Day of Yoga and a very, very healthy life. So this year, the theme for International Yoga Day 2023 is Vasudeva Kudumbakam, meaning one earth, one family. We are all one. Wherever we are, even now, we are all in different places, but this is one. Same way, PVA is also PVA family. It is one family. I'm so happy on behalf of PVA family to welcome all of you once again to this happy I would say a very, very happy celebration also, I will say, or a healthy celebration rather. This program, before this program, 3 months prior to this, our wish was to train as a first attempt, or I should say, we wanted to train few students, the neurodivergent, in as yoga teacher assistants. Why? This thought came because they know the challenges better than any one of us. So they know what the real challenges, maybe physical or emotional or anxiety. So they know their challenges better. So we thought, why not train them as yoga teacher assistants so that they can help the other children, the other neurodivergents in a better manner. So when this thought came, the first thing I approached Chandan ma'am. I said, Chandan ma'am, I call her because this is a professional platform, but she's like my daughter. So I asked her whether it is possible for you to take this as a pioneer project. We'll do this. There was an instant yes. Instant, no second thought. She didn't even hesitate a bit also. She said, Auntie will do it. I was so happy, really happy, and the journey started. And that beautiful journey today, it has bloomed like a beautiful flower. And today they are going to be felicitated. It's very, very heartening. I'm feeling so happy for all my professionals here who have achieved this task. And now, to call the chief guest, we wanted a chief guest, the right chief guest, who would help us in the emotional level, the stress level, because that is what we all are going through day in and day out. Of course, though we do asanas, though we go for gym, though we do a lot of physical exercise, that is only physical. But when it comes to emotional now, whom to call? So that was the question mark we all were having in our team. That day, when I just closed my eyes, I got Rashmi ma'am. She's my classmate, of course. Rashmi ma'am's face came. I said, she's the best person whom I can call for this beautiful function. So in fact, since I had my health issues and there was a bit of setback in all these, you all know, I could do this only last week. Only after I was allowed to join back to the duty, the last minute I had called Rashmi madam and I asked her, is it possible for you to, encourage our children and take a stress for the stress, a session for the stress. Before I, say this, I have to share this. Many times I have gone through a lot of stress. You all see, many of you say, Gayatri ma'am is always smiling. But behind that smile, there's a lot of stress I go through. And I have to mention here, Rashmi ma'am has helped me a lot in handling my stress. Even now, the condition is that I have to go for the stress sessions with her, stress to reduce my stress. 3 sessions I have promised her that I'll go and I will focus on my health. So that level, she's so nice. She's a very humble, very approachable, very down-to-earth person. I'm extremely happy, Rashmi ma'am, for joining us today. A warm, warm welcome from PVI students, PVI family. Rather, we are all are eagerly waiting to learn from you. Thank you so much. And Chandan ma'am, thank you so much for accepting this what to say? I won't say it is a challenging task. Also, it's because it was so beautiful journey, I should say. And but thank you so much for supporting us and being with us and training our professional for being yoga teacher assistants. A very, very warm welcome from PBA family. And on behalf of Chandan ma'am, I would also like to tell that we would soon be starting our next batch of yoga teacher assistants. I want everyone to please join and make use of this knowledge. This is good for you all and good for your family also. And a very, very warm welcome to all my dear professionals. Many of you in other departments, I hardly get to see you all. I'm so happy to meet you all. Thank you so much for joining. A warm, warm welcome to you all. The parents who are the backbone of my students. If PVI is so successful, it is only because of the parents who are there behind or beside or in front, totally surrounding the children, the professionals, and making them a successful person. Hats off to all your hard work, your dedication, and your contribution in your child's life. Thank you so much. And I'm so happy that you all have joined this session. And I really wish you make use of this session for a stress-free life. A warm, warm welcome to all of you. And a warm welcome to all my well-wishers here who have been guiding me, my teachers, my friends who all have joined here. Thank you all so much for the support. Every time I ask, there is never a no from your side. And this gives me that courage, that encouragement to move forward. So I wholeheartedly welcome all of you. Thank you so much. And now over to Mr. Arjun to take over the session. Mr. Arjun, are you there?
Arjun is yet to be made the co-host.
Okay. Can you put him on spotlight?
Yes.
Thank you, Dr. Gayatri. Namaste and happy International Day of Yoga to everyone. I am Arjun, PVI student. We have with you us a very distinguished guest, Brahmakumari, Sister Rashmi, who has decades of experience in yoga, Rajayoga meditation. She is a student and a Rajayoga teacher and spiritual speaker at the Brahmakumari. She is currently residing in a town south of Boston in United States. She teaches Rajayoga meditation and spiritual classes from home on FaceTime and Zoom, mostly established, especially after COVID in 90, she participated in a bus yatra, where she traveled all over Tamil Nadu and Kerala, teaching and giving spiritual talks in Rajayoga meditation, Mrs. Rashmi Madam was also part of self-managing leadership program where again she went to companies in Tamil Nadu and Kerala, training higher management on leadership based on self-management and spiritual practices. Currently, she is focusing more on teaching individuals. Raja Yoga, meditation, spiritual practices, and counseling established, especially teenage kids. You are really honored to have your madam today as our chief guest. We are also grateful as Mrs. Rashmi Madam is going to take us through a short meditation sessions. May I request our honorable chief guest to kindly address us. It was
Over to you, Sister Rashmi ma'am.
Om Shanti. That's how we greet each other in Brahmakumaris. We say Om Shanti. It means I am a peaceful soul. So this is something to remind ourselves and to remind the one in front of us that we are all peaceful souls. I was really very excited and I would say thankful to be part of this session because it's so, it is a special day, and it's a special occasion for me to be here. So I'm thankful and grateful to Gayatri for even considering me to be part of this session. So, so thank you so much. One of the things that I was just thinking last night, I was just thinking, what can I, there is so much if you go into the world of spirituality, but I was just thinking, what is it that I can, say that is very specific for this particular day, for this particular occasion, so I've just picked up some points that I think, will help everyone. And at some point, if, you all feel like, hey, there's a specific topic in which, we would like to know more, we can, definitely I can always come back or you can contact me anytime. So I was just thinking, so what is yoga? Right? I know you've all been learning yoga. Some of us also, might be thinking, oh my God, yoga is so difficult. This is not something that I would try. I am one of those people, especially Hatha Yoga, right? So there are different kinds of yogas, right? There are Hatha Yoga, there is Karma Yoga, there's Rajayoga, which I teach and practice. Karma Yoga is also something I practice. Hatha Yoga, a little bit. I force myself, not so much, but I know a lot of you have been practicing for many years, including Gayatri and, Akhila and Akshaya. So, and I can see that so many poses and, so many have seen that. I always feel very proud when I see, people who can do that, because it's not easy. It's not an easy practice. It takes a lot of physical and mental, determination to even try to do the asanas, and also to practice every day. Anything to practice every day takes a lot of determination, and Hatha Yoga includes physical too, right? So I also felt like, it's a good thing, because I have a lot of physical issues too. So to be able to talk, having overcome that, and trying to overcome that and still practicing, it's a good thing. So the meaning of the word yoga means connection, right? So when we say Hatha Yoga, so what are we connecting with? We are connecting with our body, right? We are connecting to keep our body healthy. We're connecting with our body to understand what's going on. So actually, if you, since you've all been practicing yoga for a long time, and also ones who have not started and who would like to, there's something very interesting that I would like to point out, is that the more and more we practice Hatha Yoga, right? The yoga of the body, we realize that, suddenly, some point you realize, this part of my body is not feeling that good. So if I do this particular yoga, this particular stretching, it will actually make me feel better. So as we do the yogas, these yogasanas, we actually are working on healing the body, right? So Hatha Yoga helps us heal the body. Similarly, this Karma Yoga, right? What do we do throughout the day? We keep doing things, and sometimes we don't even really focus, or we are not even doing something deliberately. We are just doing things as it comes. Okay, I have to do this now, next I have to do this. So I just keep flitting from one action to another without even paying much attention to what exactly I'm doing. Many times, if you think back, hey, what did I do today, right? Most of the time we don't even know what we did. The time is gone. The last 2 hours, what did I do? I might not even remember what I've done, what I have thought, right? So karma yoga actually also means that doing things very much deliberately. That means I'm doing it because I want to do it, not because, it's just a part of my day, right? But whatever I'm doing, I'm putting 100% focus. I'm putting 100% of myself. I'm actually present for it, right? And I am doing it. So that is karma yoga. And that's something that we should actually do every day, right? Because otherwise what happens is that I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm not giving my 100%, but we expect results. We all want success. But actually, are we giving that much for the success, right? That is also. So next is Rajayoga, right? So the name itself suggests, what does it suggest? Raja. Raja means king, right? The king of all yogas is Raja Yoga. Why? Whom are we connecting with here, right? Karma, we connected with our actions. Hatha Yoga, we connected with our body. And Raj Yoga, we connect with ourselves. I'm the king, right? I should be ruling whatever is going on around me. Though mostly we've all become slaves right now, but we are the kings, right? We are Rajas. So I have to look up to myself, right? I have to. So, but I have to connect with myself for that. Do I even know who I am? Do I even know, we love to know others, right? When we meet somebody whom we like a lot, what do? We want to get to know them. So what do we do for that? We spend time with them, right? We spend time with them. We want to know who they are. We want to know what their hobbies are. We want to know what they do throughout the day, right? But what do we do about myself? Have I ever even sat down for 1 minute and thought, let me know myself? Right? What do? We ignore ourselves most of the time. We are more living in the outside than the inside. So we like to, talk to people. We like to keep doing things. We like to keep busy, but we forget about ourselves. So Raj Yoga is two things, two Rajas we are connecting to, right? The first Raja is myself. I am the king. I am connecting to myself, understanding who I am, right? And like me having a wonderful relationship with myself. Okay. Second is connecting with the Supreme, right? Connecting with the Almighty. So we have to do that too, right? We have to connect with Him too. So now we will see why we need to do all that a little bit later in the session. Okay. So today is International Yoga Day. Right? So we have seen how yoga has spread throughout the world, right? There was a time when it was, restricted to a certain, place in the world. But now it's throughout. If we see everywhere around the world today, they are having yoga sessions. They're celebrating Yoga Day in different ways, just like how we are, right? So if we see yoga is helping, why has it spread so much? Because it's helping heal, right? So many people with so many ailments, right? Where the doctor says, hey, we cannot do anything, maybe take medication, take painkillers, take, traction, do physical therapy, multiple things. But I have seen so many people, right? Somebody says, oh, I have a frozen shoulder. They start doing yoga. In 6 months, the full frozen shoulder is gone, right? People who have had accidents where they cannot use their body well, they started yoga, much better, right? So how we are seeing how yoga is healing everyone, right? And sometimes we feel, and also, it gives us a lot of flexibility, a lot of places where, as you get older, the body starts freezing in. It's like rust, no? If we keep things just like that without using, what happens? It gets rusted. So like that body also, the joints all get rusted. So the more yoga we do, it's nice that, you're all doing it. Most of you are doing it when you're young itself, because that will help you through your journey to keep yourself young, to keep your joints young, to keep your body, young and flexible, and not without too many ailments, right? So this is what we do with Hatha Yoga, right? With Raja Yoga, the same thing is done for the mind, right? For yourself, right? So it helps the, self become strong and heal itself, right? Body also gets rusted. What happens? Mind and our own self also gets rusted. But how does when body gets rusted, what happens? You either fall sick, correct? Or you're not able to be flexible. Everything hurts. You lift your hand, it hurts. You lift your leg, it hurts. Back hurts. Everything hurts. Like that, what happens when yourself or your mind gets rusted? That's when we have unhappiness. We have anxiety. We have sorrow. We have multiple problems come. We get greedy. We are jealous of everything and everybody. Somebody else is happy. Looking at that, we feel so bad, right? When someone is happy, should we feel happy or should we feel bad about it? We should feel happy, right? That somebody else is happy. Even if I'm going through problems, we should feel happy looking at others happy. But what happens? Sometimes we start feeling jealous of that. So all this is a indication that our self, our mind is not healthy. Right? So Raj Yoga meditation helps with getting out of this, right? Getting out of these vices or weaknesses, you might call it, right? Just like how we body weakness, like that mind's weaknesses. It helps us get out of that, become strong and heal ourselves. We've all had, some of us have had short lives. Some of us have have led longer lives, right? Because we're older. And what happens as and when we go through years, there are so many problems we face, right? When we are born, we don't know what all we are going to face in our lives. But as we go through the year, every year, we all face something. Sometimes what we face is physical. Sometimes what we face is psychological. Sometimes what we face is emotional, right? All kinds of problems we face, right? For physical, we have Hatha Yoga helping us. But when we have some psychological or emotional situations and circumstances we have faced, what do we need? What happens? How do we heal ourselves? Sometimes the mind gets so hurt. Okay, I have seen so many people who do not want to interact with anybody outside because they're so hurt, they just don't want to open themselves up again. Right? Or sometimes people get very anxious in crowds, or when they have to talk to somebody else, they get very anxious. Or sometimes it's just something that is eating me within myself, right? So many things that happen. So it affects us in multiple ways. It is seen in multiple ways where we might get depressed, whatever, right? So how do we heal ourselves? So there's a process, right? So if my hand is hurting, I have to work on my hand to heal itself, right? If I work on my leg, will it work? It will not work. Similarly, if my self is affected, I have to go within myself to heal myself. If I say that, oh, I have to become fine, but not do anything, then I'm not going to be fine. Whatever I do, I might give myself 10 years, 20 years, I will not be fine. That hurt will be there and it will keep coming, to surface multiple times. So I have to heal myself. So Raj Yoga meditation helps with healing ourselves, right? What do we want to be normally, right? If you ask anybody, what will they say they want to be? They'll say, I want to be happy. I want to be peaceful. I want to be loved, right? Mostly that is what else is there? Anyone you ask in this world, even the richest of the rich or the poorest of the poor, right? Somebody might say, oh, I want a car, I want a house, I want money. But if you ask them, why do you need all that? Again, they'll say, I just want to be happy. If I have car, house, money, it will make me happy. But finally, what is the base? There are only so many things we need: peace, happiness, love, right? So how do we get that? Am I going to get that by having a car, a house? So is it that everybody who has a car, house, and money are extremely happy and they don't have any problems? We know that to be untrue, right? We are all, some of us might have money problems because everybody has some problem or the other, right? Financial problems could be. But what is it that, finally, does it mean that if I have all the material things that I think if I have, I will be happy? Does it mean that I'm actually happy? We know that to be untrue, right? We have everything, most of us, maybe not, we might not be millionaires, we might not be billionaires, but we have enough to put a roof over our head. We have enough to travel wherever we want. We have enough to eat every day, right? But has that made us have no problems at all? No. Problems is something everybody has, right? Sometimes your problem might look very easy to me. Why? Because I have some specialities in me which make it easy for me to bear the problems that you are having. But the problems I'm having might be very easy for you to bear, right? So when we look at somebody and say, oh, they don't have any problems, they are so happy, everything is going fine. Yes, on the outside, it might look like that. But everybody is going through problems. Even though we might think that it's insignificant for us, for them, it's a big challenge. That's why it's called a problem, no? Otherwise, why would it be called a problem? If it's a challenge for us, it becomes a problem. If it's not a challenge, then it's nothing. We will just cross it and we will go, and we won't even consider it as a problem. So for everybody, whatever they consider problems or challenges, right, is a challenge for them. And they are suffering through it. So we need to, so what is it that is stopping us from, going through these problems? What is stopping us from doing this? What is stopping us from being happy, to being peaceful, being loved, or loving everybody, right? Nowadays, kids, right? As I said, I work with kids. So kids have some words, specific words they use. Oh, I hate this, right? Hate is a word. And for me, sometimes I can't even think of it because it's not a word in my dictionary. Some words I've removed from my dictionary, and one of the words is hate. There is nothing like hate. Even if somebody does something which affects my life completely, still there is no hate, right? So in my dictionary, there's only love, no matter what. Because everybody has a reason for doing what they do, and it's okay. It's okay, right? But somewhere, right, but it does affect, because if the kids nowadays, for them, the hate is a huge word, like, I hate this, I hate you. They will tell your parents. Many parents might have heard that from their children. Where the children, when they get very upset, they say, Mom, I hate you. They don't mean it, but they say it, right? It's become a part of their vocabulary. But there are sometimes, saying this over and over again, we start developing those feelings also. So we need to remove some things from our vocabulary, like, impossible. No, there is nothing impossible if we really try. Of course, we all have our own, what should we say, shortcomings, I would say, right? So obviously, like, for example, I have a problem because of which there's no way I can do lot of physical work or physical exercise. I cannot run, for example, right? It's not possible for me because my body is in that stage, right, where I cannot run. So that is fine. But I'm saying that anything with the mind, anything with the, if we have enough perseverance, if we put enough hard work and drive, there are a lot of things that what we think we cannot do, we can do. Like somebody, I might be a very angry person, but if I really work on it, I can remove it from myself. So saying, because many times we say that, right, it's my nature, this is how I am, what can I do? No, it's not my nature. If it was my nature, I would not want peace, I would not want happiness, I would not long for love, right? If I'm longing for it, that means I'm missing it. If I'm missing it, that means I had it at some point. Otherwise, why will I miss it? If I had it at some point, then I should be able to get it back. No? That means I should be able to remove whatever else I've added onto myself. So we need to work on this. So what is it? How do we do this? Right? Many times we listen to so many motivational speakers. Correct? Lot of things. YouTube though nowadays is like full of that. Anything, anywhere you go online, social media, it's full of motivational speakers who tell a lot of things. You talk a lot of things. So what is it that actually, right, we get from that? We are very happy when we listen to it. How beautifully they said this, right? You're listening to me too. What is the difference between listening? So we listen, we understand. We also we try to implement what is being said also. But what happens? Where is the problem? We actually fail to bring whatever we have learned or whatever we have heard into action. So what is it that is failing here? What is missing? Because of which I cannot bring what I say into action. Okay. The difference between, there are many motivational speakers who speak, but I don't know how much they actually are able to even follow what they teach. Right? Because telling beautiful things, reading beautiful things makes us so happy. But what is the difference? Can I follow what I'm saying? So unless I follow what I'm saying, nobody's going to listen to me. They listen, they'll say, wah, 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 and then they'll walk away. Right? But if we have to actually follow what we are teaching, right? Follow what we are hearing, follow what we like, right? So what is it that is missing then? Why is it we are not able to follow? There's only one reason, one small reason. The self does not have the strength. Right? Just like I want to do an asana, I'm not able to do that asana. I want to do it. It looks so beautiful. But I don't know, I'm not able to do it. Why? Because maybe that portion of your body still doesn't have strength. So you have to do slowly, like how Gayatri ma'am was saying, right? So for some people, she said there'll be chair asanas. Why? Because the body still does not have the strength to do without support. Correct? Like that. For the mind, sometimes, right, it does not have the strength. And at this point in the current world that I'm seeing, most of us do not have the mental strength. Again, somebody might say, I'm so successful. How can you say I don't have mental strength? But it is not that. This, the soul, the me, the mind has become very weak. I might be able to do things. I might be a hard worker, because everybody in this world has specialities. Okay. So we all have specialities. My specialty might be hard work, determination, perseverance. So I'm successful. Yes. Because that's a recipe for success. But the mind can still be weak, because when I face a situation, I'm not able to hold. There's a power to face, there's a power to tolerate, there's a power to accommodate. That I might not have. That might not be my specialty. Right? So I have to get power. How do I get the power? That is through meditation. Just like how we, let's say to become a doctor, I have to study. I have to study for 10 or more years to get into a specialty. Okay, it's a lot of hard work. Do I need to become a lawyer? It takes hours and hours of hard work to become a good lawyer. Like that, if I have to become strong, I have to work. So what do I do though? Meditation. Right? That is where meditation comes. Meditation again means nothing. See, if I talk about the word meditation, it might look very difficult. Oh my God, meditation, I have to sit, I have to. No, meditation is nothing but connecting to yourself first and then connecting to the Supreme. That's all, right? So how do I get energy? What do we do to get energy for the body? We eat, correct? If I eat junk food, what will happen? Will I get healthy? No, right? I'm only going to get weaker. I'm going to get more ailments. I'm going to have, get disease, whatever. But when I'm when I eat healthy, so nowadays, if you see most people, this huge diet has become such a fad now, to eat healthy. I'm doing this diet, I'm doing that diet, I eat only vegetables, I eat low carb diet, keto diet, high protein diet, multiple diets for different body types and ailments and everything. Like that, what is it that the mind needs then? Mind also needs good food. Mind needs good thoughts, right? Because most of the time we have a lot of waste thoughts, lot of negative thoughts. Mind needs good thought. Mind, I need to connect with myself, understand myself. So what do I need? So we will do a small, meditation session now, 5 minutes. But I would suggest that every day, give yourself a minimum of 5 to 10 minutes. That's all, not much, okay? You have 24 hours in a day. Let's say you sleep for 8 hours. You still have 16 hours in a day. In that, all you are asking, or I'm requesting, that you spend 5 to 10 minutes with yourself. I shouldn't request, right? You should be able to feel that I want to spend some time with myself. When you find somebody very interesting, you want to spend time with them, no? Aren't you the special person? Aren't you the most special out of all that? So shouldn't you want to spend time with yourself? So what I request is every day, just go sit in a corner of your house. You don't have to, just sit quietly. No phones, no TV. Okay, because that's what we spend. Most of our time is spent on, TV, phone, iPad, laptop, some social media, everything. So we spend so much time on external, right? We sit down and see TV serials for hours every day, and trying to see, oh, look at this character, look at that character. Any character you see, you are more special than that. Okay, you are more beautiful than that. Your character is even more special than that. So just sit in a corner, take some time for yourself, just silence, nothing, no music, nothing. Okay, no sensory pulling yourself, right? Say, oh, my eyes are seeing this, my ears are hearing this. No, go sit in a corner for 5 to 10 minutes. If you have some beautiful place that you can go to, near a lake or a river or, a mountain, some place, even better, if you have something like that where you live. But if nothing else, even a corner of your house is fine. Just go sit 5-10 minutes, talk to yourself. Just see what's going on in my head right now. Just calm yourself down. And just talk to yourself. You talk to others, no? But you are the most interesting person in your life, actually. So shouldn't you talk to yourself and find out what's going on? Right? Even if something is bothering you, talk to yourself. Why is this bothering me? Have I done something wrong? Can I do something to fix this? If I've not done anything wrong, why am I bothering? Okay, by my bothering, is it going to get resolved? Right? Talk to yourself like that. A lot of things will get resolved there itself. And you will find peace. Because you know what? You have taken a decision, you have decided something after thinking over it, after talking to yourself. The more you sit down like this and spend some time, you will see how beautiful you are. You will see, I have so many specialities. You will love yourself. You'll start loving yourself. Remember the word hate I spoke about? Most of the time, we hate ourselves. That's why we don't want to even sit. Most people actually find it difficult to sit quietly for even 5 minutes because they're scared to look at themselves. Sometimes what happens when we look at ourselves in the mirror, we were scared to look because we might find a monster. No, I'm not talking about the physical mirror. I'm talking the mirror of mind. I might find that, hey, I'm a very special and very, kind soul. Yes, I am very, very, I have a lot of specialities, but also I might find that, oh my gosh, I make these mistakes. I'm this kind of person too. But that's good because unless I look at myself, how do I change? But I have to know myself too, because you know what? That is when I'm ready to accept that, hey, I make these mistakes too, and I need to change myself. But I also look at myself and say, oh, look at me. I have so many specialities. It's so beautiful. And then I nurture those specialities, right? And become even more beautiful. So the more I sit with myself, the more I make myself beautiful. And that's what we want, no? And that is what will give me peace of mind, happiness, and that love inside. Right? So much love within ourselves that we are so busy giving it out that it does not matter if anybody loves us or not, because I'm so filled with love. I'm so filled with happiness and peace. I don't need anything from outside to give me that. It's there within me. And that's what we want to look for, right? That's what we all want, no? So let us just do a small meditation session. Do we have time or did I take too much time?
No, that's perfectly fine, Rashmi ma'am. We are waiting to learn that meditation from you. Requesting all to follow what Sister Rashmi ma'am is telling. I want everyone, all my professors and parents also who are sitting nearby, please to follow just 5 minutes, that's all, right? Thank you.
And of course, as I said, if at all you want anything more, Gayatri ma'am has my, details. You can contact me directly. Or, if at some point we want to have a session like this, but more, pinpointed on some particular topic, we can do that too. Or you just want a meditation session, that also we can do. Okay. So right now for this meditation, I will give a commentary, so you just need to follow whatever I'm saying. Okay, just think about what I'm saying and try not to get distracted. Even if you have some other thoughts coming, just tell those thoughts. This could be the start of talking to yourself. Tell those thoughts, it's okay, come after 5 minutes. I'm here only, I'm not going anywhere, so come after 5 minutes, right? So then it'll go away. If you say so lovingly, those thoughts will go away, and then you can concentrate again. Okay, so it's okay. Even if thoughts come, don't get frustrated, it's fine, right? And sit comfortably. You don't have to sit in a particular position or anything like that. So sit comfortably. If it's on a chair, if it's down, whatever is comfortable for you. You don't even need to close your eyes, because if I say, hey, can you remember, what your school looks like, what your home looks like? You don't need to close your eyes, no, to visualize that. Even with your open eyes, you can visualize. So you don't have to close your eyes. But if you think closing your eyes will help, that is fine too. Okay. So whatever is comfortable for you, just follow whatever I'm trying to say. Okay. I'll just put some music, sort of, to give a background. Disconnect from all your surroundings, from everything that's happening around you. I go within myself. I sit for a second and think, who am I? Once I have disconnected myself with everything, who am I? I am this energy that runs this body. I am the energy that makes this body living. When I, the energy, goes away, this body goes to dust. I visualize this energy as a point of light at the center of my forehead, a beautiful shining star. I feel the energy from this point of light moving through my body from top of my head to the tip of my toes. And as this energy moves, this pure energy, it's healing my body. Making it pain-free and healing any ailments. I am a being of peace. Just above me, I see another being of light, another point of energy, just like me. But that is the Supreme, the Almighty, rays of peace from the Supreme. Connect with me and fill me with peace. I radiate this peace all around me. Anybody who comes into my sphere, who comes near me, will feel this peace. As I take this current of peace from the Supreme, I feel any troubles, any problems I have melting away. And all that is left is just peace. Rays of love from the Almighty surround me, filling me with love. So much love that I'm spreading it to the whole world. All I see is love around me. This love, as it goes deeper within me, is healing me from all the past hurts I've had. Everything that's happened in my past and is happening now, that I've been hurt from, that I've never healed from, is now healing in the love from the Almighty, the Supreme. I feel so much of contentment, so much at peace with myself. And when I look at myself now, I start loving myself. There's nobody as special or as beautiful as me. How beautiful and special I am. Om Shanti. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you had a good session. I hope you felt good.
It was an amazing, amazing session. I was really an amazing session, Sister Rashmi. Ma'am. Really, it was amazing. Before I share my thoughts, I request Mr. Arjun to take over. Mr. Arjun, are you there? Arjun, are you there? I think he lost his connection. That's fine. I think he's lost his connection. To share my feedback, I think that is from everyone. I'm on behalf of everyone. I must say it was such a nice session. What I really liked is starting from yoga, the types of yoga, why we do this, and why we come to this type of meditation. It was such a nice journey, I must say. Such a nice journey. We went through step by step by step, and you prepared our mind. Arjun is here. Okay. Yes, Arjun. Arjun, you can unmute.
Hello, Gayatri auntie.
Hi, Arjun. Arjun, you could get it? Aruna ma'am, it's okay, fine. I will share
Okay.
my feedback. It's fine, no worries, no worries. I'll share my feedback, no worries. So as I
Okay.
was mentioning, Rashmi ma'am had taken it so beautifully, step by step, preparing us for this particular session, this particular meditation. It why we have to do, for what sake we have to do, why we should love ourselves, how we should love, how we should give that just 5 minutes for our sake, and how we can do it in a much simpler. It was so nice. In fact, I have to mention here, I didn't feel like opening my eyes. It was so nice. And every time when thoughts was coming, that Rashmi ma'am's that line was there, hey, you please wait, don't come down. That, that statement was automatically coming to me. And it was so nice. I have to mention that Akila came running up, thinking that I had slept off. So Akila came running up. She said, "Ma'am, open your eyes now." It was so nice. It was really nice. So, thank you so much, Rashmi ma'am. Thanks a lot. Because this is stress is something, it keeps hitting many of us, many of us. Every time I see, particularly parents of neurodivergence, they go through a lot of challenges, and even children, they go through a lot of challenges. So in that time, when the stress comes, we don't. What happens? We get involved with that stress so much that we forget to see what we have to do next, how to proceed further in our life. So this 5 minutes dedicating to ourselves is something which we all need to do. Particularly, this is specially arranged for parents. I must say, I request all my parents to kindly practice this. But in case you need further session, also let me know, because today one of the parent had asked, she wanted a detailed session, so she was sharing. So I will be talking about that to Rashmi ma'am also. And if you need, definitely yes, we can do it, and Rashmi ma'am will always help us out. So thank you, Rashmi ma'am, so much. I request IT team to kindly share the our token of gratitude to Rashmi ma'am. Thanks a lot, Sister Rashmi ma'am, for being with us, for helping us, for helping our parents, our professionals to remove this something called stress, and to achieve and focus and be happy in our life, to love ourselves. I just loved every statement. I'm not able to pick up just one statement from her talk. I just loved every statement. And of course, to remove that hate from our dictionary. I think it's time we all do that. Let us all remove that hate word from our dictionary. Maybe let it be in that Oxford dictionary, that is fine. But from our dictionary, let us remove that and stay happy as Vasudeva Kutukam, as one family, one earth, one family. We will all consider each one as brother and sister, and we will lead at least a peaceful life. So thank you so much, Rashmi ma'am, for taking us through. And I now request Ms. Prita to kindly take over the session.
Thank, thank, thank you, Dr. Gatlin ma'am, for the past 3 months 7 of PBI professionals underwent to yoga as standing as part of the teacher assistant program. They learn the fine details of yoga assigned by best yoga trainer, Miss Chandan Madam. Let me give a proof introduction of her Miss Madam. Chandan Madam is a skilled and 7+ years yoga teacher. She is fluent in yoga therapy, details and aroma therapy. Her specialty lies in tailoring yoga session and therapy meditation and Ramadan therapy to meet the specific needs of her clients. Some of the therapies she is providing are related to Miss low skeleton issues like neck and back spondylosis, the sciatica, back pain, the the sinus, stress management, post natal session at etc. Miss Sundan Madam takes both online and offline session. She is always having years of experience in taking yoga session for personal process couple you kids yoga session our PBI professional are very lucky to be trained by her. Many may I request mixed the madam to kind share her experience of taking law PBI professional and her thoughts. Over to Chaitanya ma'am.
Thank you, Prutha, for the kind words. Namaste to everyone. Hope everyone's doing well and wishing you all a very happy International Yoga Day. First of all, I would really, with deep gratitude and thankful to Gayatri Aunty for giving the opportunity to teach such wonderful students. And it has been an immense and a beautiful journey since last 3 months, teaching every child. And, And the quote is very right. Nothing is impossible. Even the word impossible says, I am possible. So each and every child has been doing such a beautifully asanas, breathing practices so well, and they have been so dedicated. And it is not only a transformation for them, it is transformation to us also. We also have learned from them that practice and dedication beats nothing, that hard work beats nothing to achieve success. I really, really thank bottom of my heart to the parents who have been really, great support, and they too participating in it and enjoying the sessions. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Chandan ma'am. May I request Ms. Prita to continue the session?
Yes, ma'am. It is really inspiring to listen to Miss Chandan Madam. I request the RCT team to present the online certificate related to Miss Chandan Madam. Now I invite Dr. Gayatri Madam, the foundational director of PVI, for thank you notes of her.
Thank you so much, Chandan ma'am, for first of all for agreeing to take up this project and successfully completing this project too. I am so happy. Sometimes I feel really proud also. I don't mind telling that word proud, because it's so nice to see the professionals who have improved. This 3 months, I'm able to see the graph going beautifully. It has gone up. And
absolutely. In fact, since last few days, they have been, without the demonstration videos, they are able to do it by themselves confidently. And it is so loving. I mean, it has been an incredible journey, must say.
And hats off to you and thanks to you. And I know this is giving me a confidence that definitely more and more professionals will take up this course and work on their health and others' health also. And to bring this to reality, the whole credit goes to you, Chandan ma'am. Thank you so much for patiently being with us. Thanks a lot. And I now request Mrs. Akshya Lalit Saundar to kindly take over the session.
Am I audible?
Perfect.
Our PVA professionals who completed their yoga assistant module are eagerly awaiting the yoga teacher assistant module. You know for what? Yes, award of certificates for them. First, our chief guest will announce the conferment of certificates to the 8 professionals of PVI. Then, Ms. Chandan Madam will announce the names of professionals one by one. After the IT team displays the certificate, each professional will be quizzing our audience with a question on yoga. Let us see how well our audience are informed about yoga asanas. Shall we begin now? May I request our chief guest, Sister Rashmi Madam, to make the announcement to confer the certificates to the 8 professionals who completed the yoga teacher assistant module successfully. Over to you, Rashmi ma'am.
With great pleasure, I now confer the certificate of completion of yoga assistant module to the 8 professionals of PVI. The names of the professionals will be announced by Chandan Madam.
Thank you, Rashmi ma'am. May I now request Madam Chandan to announce the name of the professionals one by one. We are announcing the names in alphabetical order. I also request IT team to kindly do the needful while Madam Chandan is announcing the names. And
Um,
before we proceed to the quiz, there's a small secret to let out. The first person who answers the quiz gets a surprise gift from PVI family. Over to you, Chandan ma'am.
Before Chandan ma'am takes over, I wish to share something. There are some people who are messaging me, sending messages directly to me. So I request you to kindly select for everyone, because the admin people will be checking their names. Those who answers first will be the names will be noted, and we will be sending a gift made by one of our professionals, handmade gift to you. It will reach your house. So the question answers has already been shared in our announcement group. From the 20 questions, our professionals will be asking one, any 8 will come. So please keep your chat box ready, and over to Chandan ma'am now.
Thank you so much. So the first certificate goes to the boy who was focused and being very dedicated. Abhishek, Mr. Abhishek here.
Happy National Yoga Yoga Day. Thank you. I would like to from Yoga of Patanjali.
Repeat again.
Shalmi, I will repeat again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
would like to start the quiz on yoga. Can you tell the name, the type of yoga of Patanjali?
So that was Abhishek's question.
Yes. Yes.
Let
ma'am.
us see who comes up first with the correct answer.
So answer has already been shared. May I request IT team to display the answer?
Yes. So here we go. And the answer is Ashtanga Yoga.
I think birthday boy gets, if I'm right.
Yes, Gayatri ma'am.
Yes, yeah, birthday boy.
Yes.
Mr. Keshav, you are getting the answer right, and congratulations. Yes, over to Chandan ma'am to proceed further.
The next certificate goes to Deenal, another proactive participant of our PVI course.
Hello everyone, wishing you all a very happy yoga day. I started yoga assistant teacher training program with Gayatri ma'am and Chandan ma'am. During the program, I learned breathing exercise, brain energizing techniques, and many other asanas. I practice this exercise and asanas every day. It keeps me energized and happy all day long. I would like to thank Chandan ma'am for teaching us these techniques. With so much patience and giving attention to all of us. A special thanks to Gayatri ma'am for organizing such amazing training program for us and helping us to learn new things. Thank you.
Thank you, Tina, for the kind words. Over to you.
What is the name of the posture shown in the picture in Sanskrit?
Okay, so we have a winner here. And the first person to tell the correct answer was Pranjal.
Wow.
So, what's the answer? Here we go. And the answer is Dhanurasana. Way to go, Pranjal. Over to you, Chandan ma'am.
The next certificate goes to Ganika. Another dedicated student and a very disciplined student.
Dear ma'am, the yoga teachers in the program was beautiful, energetic, and motivating. Program, it's my great opportunity to attend and learn new asanas with Chandan ma'am. I feel really energetic and relaxed in program. Why I do the yogas along with my PVX professionals. Great. Cheers to Gaitan ma'am, Chanda ma'am, and the whole team of PVI who work behind screen. Thank you.
Thank you, Ganika, for those wonderful words and kind words.
Kanika, you can unmute to ask the question.
Which? Thank you, ma'am. Which asana? Complete means complete from with the Samayasana. Samanga asana. After all, fish. Known as fish. Pose.
So we have a winner here. And the winner is Miss Ishita, who has given the right answer. And the answer, as you can see on your screen, is Matsyasana. Way to go, Ishita. Over to you, Ms. Chandan ma'am.
Before Chandan ma'am takes over, Ms. Akila, I have a small request. Display the question after the professional tells the question. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Over to Chandan ma'am.
The next professional is Himanshi, a regular, dedicated, and focused student.
Thank you, my quiz question to the audience is what is the name of the posture show in the picture in Sanskrit.
So here we go. This is the picture, and there are no hints. Let's see who first gets it right. Okay, so we have a winner here, and that is none other than one of our PVA professionals' mother, Savita ma'am. She's Kumar's mother. So, congratulations to you, ma'am. And now I will display the correct answer. The answer is Paschimottanasana. Congratulations to you, ma'am. Over to you, Chandan ma'am.
So the next professional who's going to has a very adorable smile, and he's a person who actually says, I am possible. Ishan, congratulations.
On behalf of Ishan, I would like to ask the gathering, which asana helps to improve thigh joint flexibility? Let me give a clue. It is also known as vertical split or monkey pose.
So now I'll be displaying the question. It's also known as the vertical split or the monkey pose. Okay, so looks like we have a winner here. The winner is, again, it is Pranjal. Congratulations to you. And now I will display the correct answer.
Miss Akila, just a minute. If the person has already got the answer, can you go to the second one, next person?
Okay, so who's the second person then? Okay, so the second person on the list then is Abhay Mitra. Congratulations to you. The answer is Hanuman Asana. Way to go. Over to you, Chandan ma'am.
So the next professional, who is another proactive student and loves to demonstrate her postures, Prakramika.
Yes, Pravalika, now you can ask your question.
Thank you. My question to the audience is, which element of nature does Vrikshasana represent?
Vrikshasana.
Vrikshasana.
And that was Pravalika's question. Now we will go to the display. Here is the question for your reference. Let's see who gets it right first. Okay, so everyone here is so quick and energetic. I love the energy. We already have a winner here. That's so nice. And the winner is none other than our PVA professional, Mr. Shrimesh. Way to go, Shrimesh. Congratulations to you. Now we'll display the answer, which is 3. Way to go. Over to you, Chandan ma'am.
The next professional is a true spirit fighter, disciplined, and knows what her postures are. Prutha.
एवरीवन, मेरा नाम मुद्दा है और मैं बात करना चाहती हूँ योगा के बारे में। एक चीज़ तो बहुत अच्छी लगी, योगा के जो प्रॉब्लम्स में है, अगर योगा में एक सीख मिला मुझे, लाइफ में आया खुश रहना चाहिए और योगा के बारे में सोचना चाहिए। वैसे तो योगा बहुत अच्छा है, एक्सरसाइज है, मन हल्का होता है और मन हल्का में जो अच्छा लगा तो मैं आपको थैंक यू कहना चाहती हूँ चंदन मैम को कि आपने मुझे सिखाया, बहुत अच्छा था। और मैम थैंक यू सो मच कि आपने मुझे सिखाया, कुछ समझ में आया। जीवन मेरा नाम
Thank you. My question is, which birds is visited in my answer this action had to build focus and stand.
Thank you so much, Pruta, for your question. Now we will move on to the display. This is the question on display for your reference. Let's see who first gets it right. Okay, so there were actually some people who had already answered before who got it right. But since, just like how Gayatri ma'am has mentioned, we'll be moving on. In such cases, we'll be moving on to the next person who got it right. So on that grounds, the person who got it correct for this question is Mr. Rishabh, our PVI professional. And the answer is peacock. Thank you so much, Rishabh, for giving the right answer, and congratulations to you. Over to you, Chandan ma'am.
And the last professional who's going to receive the certificate is Ms. Shruti.
नमस्ते, मेरा नाम श्रुति गुप्ता है। मेरे योग टीचर ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम के लाभ। योग करने से मुझे मानसिक शांति मिलती है। मैं अपने आप को स्वस्थ महसूस करती हूँ। मेरा कुछ वजन कम हुआ है। मुझे सारा दिन ऊर्जा प्राप्त होती है। मुझे योग सीखते हुए नए दोस्त मिलते हैं, जिन्हें देखकर मन खुश हो जाता है। थैंक यू। नमस्ते।
On behalf of Shruti, I would like to ask the audience the next question. What is the name of the posture which is shown in the slide? Please name it in Sanskrit.
So that was the question from Shruti, and here we have the display of the question for your reference. Let's see who is the lucky person this time. Okay, so we already have a winner here, and it's none other than our PVA professional. Yet again, here is the answer, Ardha Chakrasana, and the winner of this question is Aditya Varun. Congratulations to you, Aditya Varun. Thank you so much for giving the correct answer. Way to go. Ardha Chakrasana is the correct answer. Thank you so much. Over to Akshaya ma'am for further proceedings.
Thank you, Akhila ma'am. What an amazing quiz session it was. We saw a lot of enthusiastic participation from the audience for the quiz. Congratulations to the professionals for completing the Yoga Teacher Assistant module successfully. Next, we have the yoga demonstration. May I call upon Ms. Chandan Madam to lead the demonstration and Ms. Akhila Ma'am to demonstrate chair yoga. Those who are doing on chair, I kindly request you to pin Akhila Ma'am and follow the instruction. Others, please pin Chandan Ma'am's video. They are also on Spotlight for your reference. May I request Sister Rashmi Madam to announce the commencement of the yoga protocol demonstration. I kindly request the audience also to join the yoga practice.
I declare open the yoga protocol for today's practice by PVI professionals.
Thank you, ma'am. So those who are going to stand and do, kindly stand and do. Those who are comfortable on the chair, please take over your seat, and then you can also follow the instructions. Take your right hand, place it on your heart. Take your left hand, place it on your abdomen in the stomach region. Just close your eyes and observe yourself. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just observe your breath movements. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Gently rub your palms against each other and keep it on your eyes. Feel the warmth passing through your eye. And with a beautiful smile, gently open your eyes. Let's start with light exercises, which are called Sukshma Vyayam. So those are standing, stand straight, interlock your fingers at the back, roll your shoulders, chest open out. Those are sitting on the chair comfortably, you can place your hands on your knees and sit. Chin parallel to the ground. Breathe in, breathe out, look towards the side. Breathe in, forward. Breathe out towards the side. We are doing certain next extra exercises. 3 times each side. Breathe in, forward. Breathe out to the side. Breathe in, forward. Breathe out towards the side. Breathe in, forward. Breathe out to the side. Now look forward. Breathe in, look to the sky. Breathe out, forward. Breathe in, up. Breathe out, forward. Breathe in, up. Breathe out, forward. Now place your hands towards the side. Bring your hands in line with your shoulder. Stand straight and start rotating for 5 times clockwise. Breathe normally and followed by 5 times anti-clockwise. 3, 4, 5. And relax. Those who are standing, widen your feet. Raise your left hand up, hold it and place it on the back. Hold your elbow with the help of your right hand. So it should look at the back like this. Okay, stand straight, widen your feet. Breathe in, breathe out towards the side. Breathe in, forward. Breathe out, bend towards the side. Breathe in, straight up. Breathe out towards the side. Breathe in, up, and release and relax. Same way, take your right hand, raise it up, hold it and place it behind your back. Take your left hand, hold your elbow, and bend towards the left side. Breathe out towards the left. Breathe in, up. Breathe out. Breathe in, straight up. Breathe out. Breathe in, up, and relax. Now we shall do gentle twists. So those are standing, keep your feet apart. Bring your hands to the side. Breathe in, breathe out, twist to the right. Breathe in, forward. Breathe out towards the left. Breathe in, forward. Breathe out, twist to the right. Breathe in, straight. Breathe out towards the left. Breathe in, forward. Breathe out towards the right. Breathe in, forward. Breathe out towards the left. Breathe in, forward. Relax and release. Bring your feet close to each other. Stand straight. Breathe in. We raise our hands up. Interlock our fingers. So we interlace our fingers and bring it up and balance on your toes. Stretch yourself. Tadasana. Breathe normally. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe normally. Do not hold your breath. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale. Exhale. Relax. And whenever you practice, always smile and practice. So now stand straight again. Feet gripped well. Place your right hand towards the side. Trikaya Tadasana. Breathe in. Bring your left hand up. Extend. Breathe out. Bend to the right. We shall hold the posture here. Breathe normally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breathe in, up. Breathe out. Side. Breathe in. Bring your right hand up. Breathe out. Bend to the left. Breathe normally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Smile. 7, 8, 9, 10. Breathe in, up. Breathe out to the side. Relax. So the next exercise that we are going to do is called chest opening breathing. We'll call it the peacock chest opening breathing. So remember, how does the peacock open its feathers? The same way we are going to breathe. So widen your feet, those who are standing, widen your feet, hip width apart, stand straight. Okay, we're going to make a fist, round your back forward. Breathe in, expand your chest. Breathe out. We come back. Breathe in, expand. Breathe out, relax. Breathe in, relax. Breathe in happiness. Breathe in joy. And breathe out the tension, the stress out of your body. Breathe in. Open up your chest. Breathe out. Breathe in, expand. Breathe out. Relax. Once more, last time. Breathe in, expand. Breathe out. Relax. And relax and come back. Feels good? Everyone's doing good? Great. So we are going to widen our feet a little more apart. Those are sitting, please sit comfortably. We're going to do a Trikonasana, half Trikonasana. Breathe in, hands to the side. Breathe out, push your hips. Those are standing. Push your hips towards the right and bend towards the left. Smile and hold the posture. You're not doing completely down. We are going to go halfway up till end. Breathe, head straight. Don't forget to smile. Breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breathe in. Up. Now breathe out. Bend towards the right. Push your hips towards the left. Hands straight. Head straight. Smile. Breathe normally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breathe in. Up. Breathe out. Relax. Just take a few deep breaths. Okay. Next, let's keep the feet apart as it is. So those who are standing, keep the feet apart. Those who are sitting, keep your feet gripped down well. Make sure you're sitting well. Next is Kati Chakrasana. Breathe in, bring your hands towards the side. Breathe out, we twist towards the right side. So while twisting, we place our right hand back, left hand on the right shoulder, and look at the back. 5 seconds here. Breathe normally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale forwards. Exhale, we twist towards the left side. So left hand behind the back, right hand on the left shoulder. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax. Come back straight. Loosen up your body. It's so nice to see everyone speaking about yoga and their purpose of their life so confidently. So how do we get that confidence? Have you seen a lion roaring? It looks majestic, right? Let's roll like a lion. Simhasana. So those who are standing, we're going to widen our feet again. Those who are sitting, place your hands on your thighs. Soften your knees. Okay, first just observe us and then you can practice. So first place your hands on your thighs. Breathe in through the nose and we are going to breathe out through our mouth like this. You're going to stick our tongue out. And relax. Got it? So let's do it together. Ready? Okay. So place your hands, those are standing, place your hands on your thighs. Those are sitting, place your hands on your thighs. Those are standing, soften your knees. Okay, breathe in through your nose and stick your tongue out. Breathe in, relax. Close your eyes and just see yourself, observe your throat region. You feel any kind of vibration around your throat? Feeling good about it? Yes? Can I get a thumbs up? Yes, thank you. All right. So tell me one thing. Okay, I have a question for everyone. There is something which is also called the best medicine of life. What is it? Unmute yourself and say, yes. Any guesses? Is someone? Yes, laughing. So everyone ready to laugh? So I request the admins to let everyone unmute and let's laugh together, release all our stress, tensions, worries, thoughts, and enjoy this present moment. Become younger, a little child, and let's laugh together. Ready?
Chandan ma'am, apart from the co-host team, others will not be able to unmute now. So sorry.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
All right.
But co-host team can unmute.
Co-hosts, yes, I request all the co-hosts to unmute. Please, Akhila, Akshaya, Gayatri ma'am, everyone. Come on. Ready? Professionals, ready?
Yes.
Great.
Ready.
Okay. Ready? Laugh loudly, make yourself happy, energetic, young as ever. Feeling great? Isn't it? Good. 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 Just close your eyes and observe yourself. Observe the mood. Try to be in the present and just see your body, see your breath. Observe yourself. Close your eyes. Just be aware of yourself, aware of your breath. अपनी सांस पे ध्यान दीजिए, अपने आप पे ध्यान दीजिए.
He wants to be scared.
Feel the calmness. Feel the happiness within you.
Keep your
See the glow on your face internally. When the internal starts glowing, the external will glow automatically. Feel yourself. Now gently rub your palms against each other and keep it on your eyes. Feel the warmth passing through your eyes. Again, rub your palms against each other and keep it on your eyes. And spread the warmth of the whole of your body with a beautiful smile. Gently open your eyes. The last, we get multiple thoughts, right? There's rushing of thoughts in our mind. I have to do this and we get to finish this. How to calm down those? Yes, while we meditate, we tell them to give a break to yourself. Let me leave in myself. But how to calm down our mind, get a good sleep? Let's do Brahmari together. Brahmari, the humming bee exercise. For that, we'll close our eyes. Okay, we are not going to close our nostrils. Okay, so close our eyes. We breathe in through our nose. And while breathing out, we hum like a bee. Breathe in. Continue this for 5 times. Do not open your eyes until 6. Please continue. Breathe in and breathe out through your nose. Hum like a bee while exhaling. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in while breathing out. Hum like a bee. Now just stay in silence. Do not open your eyes. Observe yourself. Observe your body. Observe the internal within you. Slowly and gently, with a beautiful smile, gently open your eyes. How does everyone feel? Do type it in the chat box. Great, everyone's doing great. I hope you enjoyed the session. Wonderful, feeling energetic and lively. Good to hear that. Good, fresh up like morning. Good morning.
That is so nice to see the feedback. Really very nice to see the
Absolutely.
feedback.
Absolutely.
Over to Mrs. Akshya to kindly take over the session.
we could see how well trained our professionals are. Now we come to the end of today's program. May I request Mr. Arvind to deliver the vote of thanks?
Thank you, Akshay ma'am. Now we have to come to the end of the 9th International Day of Yoga session. It is time to acknowledge the contributions of everyone of the grand success of this program. We are extremely thankful to Sister Rashmi Madam, the chief guest, for immediately accepting the invitation to grace the occasion, and extremely grateful for conducting and high useful meditation session and sharing motivating thoughts. We are immensely thankful to Miss Chandan ma'am, our resource person of yoga, assistant model, for the training imparted and for the conduct for today's yoga demonstration. We all thank Miss Akshay Madam for conduct for a very interesting quiz on yoga. We also thank our professionals for a brilliant demonstration of the yoga asanas they demonstrate in a manner that was easy for everyone to understand. The program would not have been a success without the participants. We thank each and every participant for not only taking part in the program, but also enthusiastically performing the yoga asanas. For the best, thanks to all of them for their participation. Once again, many thanks to all of you. As there is a practice, let us conclude the program with the national anthem. I request the audience to kindly rise for the national anthem. I request ITT to do the needful.
Thank you, Mr. Arvind. Before the IT team, we start the national anthem. I wish to thank Mr. Arvind for proposing vote of thanks on behalf of Prakramika Vocational Institute family. I also thank Mr. Rohan for creating this beautiful flyer for this event. Thank you, Rohan. Thank you, Arvind. I sincerely thank Mrs. Akshya Lalit Saudar and Ms. Akila for the demonstration and for the support from the IT side. Thank you all so much. I humbly request you all to kindly stand now for the national anthem. Sandeep, we will take up after the national anthem. So requesting everyone to kindly stand up, close your fist. I request everyone to close your fist and stand straight for the national anthem.
Gayatri, may I play the national anthem?
Just
I hope everyone is ready.
Yeah, just a minute. I wish to check. Just a minute. Yes. Yes, Ms. Akila, everyone is ready?
Okay.
You
I'll
can
start
start.
the national anthem.
Yes.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you all so much. Kindly be seated. So as we come to the last leg of this program, yes, I will be taking the feedback, Ms. Tuti, Balambika, Pravalika, everyone, I'll be taking your feedback. Before we conclude this session, I once again thank Sister Rashmi ma'am and Chandan ma'am for their immense support. Without you, this program wouldn't have been success at all. And thanks to all my dear professionals for being throughout. I'm so happy. I feel so proud that you all, joined till the end of the program. You all stayed. Thank you all so much. I think someone muted me. Anyway, thank you. Thank you all so much and take care of your health because health is the wealth, I must say. Take care and stay healthy. Now, before I end the session, I have some feedback from few of the participants. So first, may I, Rashmi ma'am and Chandan ma'am, can I take up the feedback? Is that okay? For a few minutes, is that okay? Thank you. Chandan ma'am is there. I'm not able to see her.
I'm very much here.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. So over to Aditya Krishna, Sai Aditya Krishna. And I have again a humble request. Please keep it little short because we've already crossed our time limit. So, Sai Aditya Krishna, are you there? If you can raise your hand, will be nice. I can unmute. Yeah. Yes. One second. Akshaya, can you unmute him? I'm not able to do it from my side.
Yes, I've given him the access to unmute.
Yes.
Dear Gayatri ma'am, thank you so much for this meditation section. I promise to do meditation for 10 minutes daily. I pray God to give me energy to do mental health and please speak up.
Amen.
Thank you again. Over, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Sai Aditya. I just love the way you have taken the pledge to continue this. Definitely, I also join with you. Thank you so much, Aditya. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Pravalika, yes. I request everyone to kindly be on mute. Yeah. So, yes, Pravalika.
Big.
Pravalika, you there? Okay, I think she lost the connection. Yes, Balambika.
Ma'am, this section was really nice, but that ma'am has given the praise over that. All the stress are gone.
Which one is gone?
All stress, everything.
Oh, all stress gone. Okay. So, Rashmi ma'am, all stress is gone. So, that is such a lovely feedback, Bala. Balambika, are you there?
This section was very nice. Yes, ma'am, section was very nice.
Thank you, Bala. Thank you for joining. I'm so happy. Please ask your mother also to practice. Okay. Take care of her health also.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. And Stuti, yes, over to you, Stuti.
मैं कुछ तो बोलूंगी नहीं, लेकिन सच बोलूं तो मुझे बहुत मजा आया योगा में। कभी कभी और साल योगा दिवस होता है, तो इस बार योगा दिवस से मेरी तरफ से हैप्पी योगा डे। एंड मैं ये बोलना चाहती हूँ, जब मैं नहीं हूँ, मैं ताज में रहती हूँ, तो सब कुछ मिस कर लिया। मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है आज मुझे योग में आना ही है, बहुत कुछ मिस कर लिया है। मैं कुछ चाहती हूँ कि मैं कुछ योगा करूँ। मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा। थैंक यू सो मच मैम, एंड रश्मि मैम और चंदना मैम, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर योगा दिवस। Next session is always good. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Suti. Thank you. That was really lovely. I'm so happy that you enjoyed. Thank you so much. A humble request to everyone before you leave. There will be a Google form shared now. Kindly mark your attendance for both, of course, for attendance sake and also for the certificate sake. I request Akshay ma'am to kindly share the Google form in the chat box. Yes, Sandeep. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Suti. Over to Mr. Sandeep. संदीप आप बताइए कैसे लगा आपको? Google form has been shared in the chat box. Please fill up the Google form for attendance and for the certificate. If parents are joined, kindly fill up separately. Students separately and parents separately. Okay, we are very happy for parents also for joining this session. So please fill up the Google form. हाँ संदीप जी आप बताइए. Yeah.
Gayatri ma'am, sorry to interrupt. I've just disabled the chat for time being so that everyone is having the form as the latest message. I hope it is fine.
That's fine. That's fine. I don't want them to miss the form. ठीक है. Thank you so much, Akshay.
Thank you. Thank
you. Yes, संदीप जी बताइए आप.
अच्छा लगा
आपने किया?
Yes, ma'am.
मामा के साथ भी किया?
अभी क्या था जब आपका लोग करे थे.
आप आसनास किया ना? आप मेडिटेशन तो किया ना?
Yes.
वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड संदीप. प्रैक्टिस कीजिए आप. मैं ये रिकॉर्डिंग भी शेयर करूंगी, आप प्रैक्टिस कीजिए. ठीक है? ओके.
अच्छा मैडम.
हाँ.
इससे फायदे क्या होते हैं?
फायदा क्या होता है? आई थिंक रश्मि मैम और चंदन मैम हैज टू टेक ओवर दिस क्वेश्चन. सो इसमें क्या फायदा होता है?
मैम हेलो.
मैडम.
हाँ यस.
Thank you, Chandan ma'am. Thank you, Gayatri ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Answering, Rashmi ma'am, can you take over this question?
Yeah, sure.
What is the benefit of this? He's asking. It will be appropriate if you both answer.
Yeah. जो मेडिटेशन करने से क्या होता है कि हमारे मन को जो है शांति मिलती है. मन इधर उधर भागता है ना कुछ लगता है कि ये ठीक नहीं है, ये ठीक नहीं है, ये ठीक नहीं है. पूरा दिन लगता रहता है, कुछ तो खराब लगता है, कभी गुस्सा आता है, कभी बहुत ऐसे हम मरूस हो जाते हैं. तो ये मेडिटेशन करने से क्या होता है, मन को शांति मिलती है और कभी भी कुछ भी हो जाए लेकिन खुशी रहती है और ऐसे लगता है कि हाँ सब कुछ ठीक है. ऐसे या कुछ हो भी जाए तो हम जब मेडिटेशन करते हैं तो फिर वापस शांति लगने लगती है. ऐसे लगता है कि जो भी प्रॉब्लम्स है वो सब ठीक हो जाएगा.
थैंक यू सो मच.
योगा करने से
हाँ ठीक है. योगा करने से चंदन मैम विल आंसर दैट क्वेश्चन. सो चंदन मैम. थैंक यू रश्मि मैम.
योग करने से अपने आप में स्फूर्ति आ जाती है. आप जैसे हाथ पांव हिलाओगे, आसन करोगे, प्राणायाम करोगे, बहुत सारी टेक्निक से योगा में करोगे, स्फूर्ति ऊर्जा हो जाती है और चेहरे पे अलग ही चमक आ जाती है. और जैसे आप करते रहोगे तो आलस्य और वगैरह कम होते रहता है, आप फोकस भी अच्छी तरह से कर पाओगे।
Thank you, Chandan ma'am. Thank you, Rashmi ma'am. Over to Ruben to ask your question or you share your feedback. Ruben, okay, ठीक है, Deenal.
Actually, ma'am, thank you so much for your artwork, and you have taken my chance. Thank you. And whatever you have done, yoga, meditation, I feel very relaxed and happy mood. Always. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Deenal. I'm so happy that you liked it and please practice, okay? You will have to teach all of us now, okay?
Okay, I'll teach to my parents and family.
Wonderful.
My brother and Bobby also.
Superb. That's the spirit, Deenal. Very nice. I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you. Over to Mr. Hari.
Ma'am, okay. The session was very good. I enjoyed because my stress went and I get to learn so many things like yoga, stress and meditation.
You liked it. I'm so happy that you practiced, Hari. And I was seeing all who are practicing, you people were doing it so dedicatedly. That way, I'm really happy, Hari, that you did it. I will be sharing this video also, and I request you all to practice every day. Okay, just few minutes.
Ma'am, one more doubt. What is the help of anxieties?
Anxieties. I think this question, Rashmi ma'am would be the best person to answer. Rashmi ma'am, over to you.
What is the question?
Anxiety. How to overcome anxiety?
How to overcome anxiety. So for that, it would be nice if we can have some sessions for it, because it's not just a one thing, right? We have to practice. We have to practice to become very stable in our mind, right? So we have to practice how to control our thoughts. When we do that, anxiety will go away. So for that, we have to do meditation, and we have to also do some other practices in our everyday life, right? Like for one example, I'll give you one mantra I use every time there is a problem. The first mantra I tell myself is, it's okay, no problem. I tell that every time. My daughter also, everybody in my house, like they say every time you say it's okay, no problem, but that is what it is. Even if there is a problem, if I say it's okay, no problem, half of it is gone. And then I will see, okay, now what do I need to do? Right? So like that, we have to develop mantras for ourselves. So, we can make ourselves calm and stable. So we have to practice.
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful. As Rashmi ma'am said, no, Hari, this is a very good question. In fact, Rashmi ma'am, many of our students have this anxiety issues, this changed transition, and because of that new environment or change in the routine, they have that anxiety issues. As you had rightly suggested, I think we should have a separate session, and I will definitely be disturbing you for that.
Not a problem.
Thank you so much. So Hari, your suggestion is taken. We will definitely have a session for this working on this anxiety. But at present, what Rashmi ma'am has told you, start doing that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, wonderful. Ruhan, over to you, Mr. Ruhan.
Thank you all. Thank you, Gayatri ma'am, and Chandan ma'am and Rashmi ma'am for teaching yoga. And I did meditation. I am feeling very relaxed, and my battery is recharged, because sometimes I recharge my laptop, but today I have recharged myself. I'm feeling recharged and all the tension are gone. and all my anxiety is also gone by doing the assignment and all that. Assignment anxiety also is gone because I have to finish your assignment, ma'am, because you still left. But all by doing the meditation, I'm feeling very relaxed and my battery is also recharged.
Ruhan, you have become a proper public speaker, I should say now, motivational speaker. To mention to Chandan ma'am and Rashmi ma'am, Ruhan was the one who started the public speaking course in PVI. So because of him, he asked, I want to become a motivational speaker, and he started off this. And Ruhan, when I'm hearing this feedback today, I feel so nice. If Prabli ma'am, at least they should have been very proud of you, Ruhan, the way you expressed yourself. And so as Rashmi ma'am was telling, well, completing assignment is no problem. So leave that now. You still have long time. I've given you grace time, so no worries at all. Okay,
No, I'm not
you can do. No, yeah, exactly, and no tension. And I love that statement, charging your battery. I just love that statement, Ruhan. Very true.
Yes, and every day I charge my laptop, that is right.
Sure, thank you, Rohan, for your feedback. Now over to Ananya. Ananya, why did you mute yourself? Please unmute yourself.
Yes.
Yes, Ananya.
Ma'am, thank you so much. I listened yoga. It's nice yoga.
You liked it?
I wanted video for yoga.
Very good.
I wanted yoga for the night.
Wonderful. Practice this. I will share the video, Ananya. You please practice with your mother also. Okay.
I do it. Hold on. I put. No,
Which one?
Only me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Ananya. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. So much. I like it. Listen yoga. I be quiet.
Correct. No stress, and we all will be quiet. Very true, Ananya.
Yeah. I will listen yoga. This light and I do own.
Okay, so you will listen to all that, right?
Yes.
Yes, and you practice also. Okay.
Yeah, ma'am. Video, tell me to WhatsApp.
I will send to your WhatsApp. Okay.
Yeah, please, ma'am.
Sure.
And, your sari, nice sari.
Nice, Sari. Thank you so much, Ananya. That's so sweet of you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Alice, ma'am.
I'm fine,
Alice?
Ananya. Yeah, yes, Ananya, you can leave now. Thank you so much.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye-bye. So, Stuti, and then Abhishek. After that, we'll wind up the session. Thank you, Ananya.
मैम सॉरी जब हम अनन्या की बात कर रहे थे मुझे एक चीज सुना नहीं थी
क्या सुना नहीं थी
मैं वही बता रही थी मैम मैं ये बोलना चाह रही थी हम कहीं बात गए थे निम्मारी करके वहाँ हमारा वर्कशॉप था उन्होंने पूरा अकेले ट्रैवल करके आई है
अनन्या तो स्कूटर राइड करती है
स्कूटर राइड तो करती है लेकिन अनन्या तो अकेले ट्रैवल करके आई है
वंडरफुल ना बहुत अच्छा है
यस अकेले अकेले के मम्मी को बोलते अकेले हम दवा गई अकेले आई अकेले सब कुछ किया कभी कभी अकेले केक बनाती है कभी पूरा घर संभालती है दिस इज अ वंडरफुल
सुपर सुति दैट वाज अनन्या आपके बारे में इतना बोल रहे सुति वंडरफुल अनन्या दैट्स सो नाइस
थैंक यू so much
congrats to your mother for all that hard work mama है ना she's done lot of hard work आज mama को एक hug देके you know give her one treat okay अनन्या
yes actually ma'am mom tell me I go to my ma'am in home I travel on bus. I sit on the bus.
Superb.
Chelsea, cupboard has its own, my bag. I travel lots of fun.
Superb, Ananya. Keep doing that. Wonderful. Thank you, Suti, for that feedback for Ananya. That's really nice. Now over to Abhishek.
Thank you, Putta.
Bye bye.
Thank you, Chandan ma'am. Thank you, Gayatri ma'am. Wonderful session. Thanks to Chandan ma'am. And thanks to Gayatri ma'am for the wonderful session.
Thank you, Abhishek. Thank you so much. I'm so happy that you liked.
Thank you, Akshaya. Thank you, Akila.
Thank you, Abhishek. Thanks a lot.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye-bye, Abhishek.
Bye.
Amia, and then Abhay. After that, we'll wind up the session. And I'm really grateful to Rashmi ma'am and Chandan ma'am for your patience. Just few more minutes. Yes, Amia.
Ma'am, I just wanted, I have filled up the Google form. So it's okay if and my questions answer it hasn't given, ma'am.
There is no question. That is only for attendance, Amia.
No, I have asked in chat box now.
Oh, you asked it. No, I'm so sorry. There's so many things. Can you please ask your question, Amia?
Yes, ma'am, one question I have, how to keep ourselves calm down in a difficult situation? How to...
Rashmi ma'am, over to you.
See, all of us have difficult situations, right? Sometime or the other. And most of the time, every day we have difficult situations coming, correct?
Yes.
So we have to practice every day. Just like, you know, how you have yoga, right? So you have to practice every day. Or when you're studying, unless you practice every day, suddenly one day it won't come, no? So even calm is something we have to practice every day. Like every day morning, I get up at 3:30. 3:30 to 5 o'clock, I do meditation.
Oh my God.
Every day, right? So, but that is okay. You don't have to do so much. Remember, I told you 5 to 10 minutes every day. Just sit somewhere and practice to calm down. See, when there is no problem, that time, if you keep practicing to calm down, when the problem comes, that time you remember, oh, you remember how I was calm then. Let me try to become like that again. Right? Like that, we have to practice. So as I said, we can have more sessions, right? How to talk to ourselves, what to do to calm down, how to take, like, you know, how that when brother was talking about recharging battery, like that, our energy, right? Our soul and energy, there is no charge. That is why we are not able to calm down. So we have to connect with the Supreme, the Almighty, get the current, charge ourselves fully. Then whenever I want to calm down, I can calm down. But we'll practice that, okay?
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, Rashmi ma'am. Thank you, Amia, for asking. Definitely, yes, we will have one for calming down and for the anxiety. Okay, definitely we will have Amia.
Yes,
okay, then the last question from Abhay, then we will end the session. Over to you, Mr. Abhay.
Akshaya ma'am.
Akshaya, are you there?
Akshaya ma'am, when will we get certificate?
Sorry. Yes.
When will we get certificate?
Sure. Once everyone has filled the Google form and the PVI team they process, we will let you know when the certificates are ready.
Okay, ma'am.
Within a week, we will give Abhay. Okay.
What, ma'am?
Within 1 week, we will give. Okay.
Okay.
We'll give. Okay. So thank you. So thank you all once again for being with us, and thank you Rashmi ma'am and Chandan ma'am for your patiently answering the question and for being with us. Thank you for that meditation, and thank you for the teaching us the yoga asana, the practice. Thanks to both of you for making this session successful. And thanks to all my dear professionals for being with us. With this, we conclude the session. And namaste. Thank you once again.